What's up, boys? Today I'm checking out the early access release for Cast Out Colony, a brand new Bullet Heaven times colony builder, supposedly, which sounds pretty intriguing, so I'm here to check it out and see if it's worth it. And you apparently play as a bug. Let's see what these guys have to say. Do you see Antonio Hubaduki Krakatoa? Move and interact, that's neat. Time to move across and interact with the Elder. So it doesn't seem like there's a dash in this one. Spacebar isn't doing anything currently. Stand trial for your unspeakable crime. What's that? Don't remember what you did? You got the lowest KD ratio in our game last night. True. I've decided that you'll be cast out from this colony. Be gone. When in an arena, enemies will spawn around your character and deal damage on contact. Character will fight back using skills that auto-attack to defeat the enemies before they eat you. Some skills require aiming. Rotate your character to line up your attacks. If you feel overwhelmed, quickly dash out of harm's way. Okay, so there is one. Cool. Be on the lookout for objects that will help you in your survival. There we go. So we've got a basic slash with a tiny AoE right now. Looks like a pretty small arena. So the Bullet Heaven part seems pretty similar to Brotato. You've got a pretty small arena. You can see exactly where they're spawning with a brief delay before they come in. Harness the power of your banishment and your character's banishing blow. Defeating enemies or collecting special items will fill the meter. Unleash the ultimate move to decimate your enemies. And I guess I can collect trees now. Let's see what that does. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Got a full whirlwind type skills. 2 types of skills, active skills on attacking, and passive on strengthening your character. Different rarities, green through red. So purple actually isn't even that good. There's 3 rarities above that still. Damage taken, base damage, fires quickly in the direction the character is facing. And I already have that. That seems like these small AoEs, so let's grab a new skill here, the Venom Spit. Fire quickly in the direction you're facing. 1 additional projectile sounds pretty cool. Oh, I have all of these, actually. Okay, not bad. Extra projectile and base damage. Reach the next level. Explosive seed behind your character. Let's grab the protective leaf that orbits. So yeah, the Bullet Heaven seems fairly basic, but I'm pretty interested to see what the colony building aspect works like in between the runs. And then I'm assuming there will be different bugs you can start as also, which will probably have different starting skills and maybe a different passive bonus. Be on the lookout for larger enemies, none lurking right now. In other arenas, these tough enemies will be on the hunt for you. After completing the minimum required waves, a way out will open. At this point, you can leave at any time to collect your spoils or stay and fight until all waves and bosses are defeated. So we've got a little bit of a... I forget what that zombie survivors game was called, Last Stand or something? But it sounds similar to that. Let's grab the extra projectile on the leaves. Fatal Zone Outbreak, that's what it was. So you can extract with all of your goodies, or you can stay and try to collect more. I actually like that, adding some risk versus reward to the run. Damage, base damage, and they last longer sounds pretty good. So I must be able to extract or fight a boss here. Is there, like, an exit that I can't see? Okay, maybe there should be like a little arrow on the map to that. So we do have the different characters here. Stickfu. The Banishing Blow is pretty cool there, and you get some decent scaling health on him. Projectile Speed, Rocket Crystal Orbits. Maybe a brief description on these skills as you hover over them so you can see what their Banishing Blows do would be nice. Some dash bonuses there. Pickup Radius and Area of Effect. So you could go for a screen-wide explosion build there. +1 projectile up to +3. Sounds quite strong. And I have 0 so far. So let's check out the base. What brings you to this side of the gates? Cast out from the colony 2. Well, you're in luck. Antonio, and I'm starting a new colony, a better colony, for all those who have been unrightfully cast out. Cast out colony. Yes, I'm Antonio. Get it? Because he's an ant? Habaduki Kreka, what? I have no idea what that means. Anyway, back to this new colony. Will you help me build it? Hold on. Let me rephrase that. You will help me build it. Back in the old, stinky, unjust colony, I was a master carpenter. Oh, he's a carpenter ant. Take a look at the blueprint at my crafting table. I'll build you somewhere to stay. Go to the crafting table to construct your colony with blueprints that you've earned or bought. Switch to edit mode to move or destroy already constructed objects. Your colony is a mess. If you need more room to build, interact with the clutter to clean it up. When ready to head out into an arena, interact with your house. Get out of here. Oh, and you get a little bit of the meta currency as you clear those out. But you need like 5 or 10,000 to buy one of those guys, so I don't think you're getting anywhere fast with those. Alright, let's see what we can build. Structures, foliage, decor, walls, paths, interactables, special. There's actually a lot of potential customization here as they add more content to the game. So we've got to build this. Looks pretty cool. Might need to build up some more room. That is a lot of area you can build in. Wow. The potential for this seems pretty cool. Looks like I need a bit more area. I think they should start with just a small area somewhere nearby where there's enough room for the house so you can just immediately go in and start playing if you don't want to mess around with this at the start. Alright, hopefully that's enough. What is that? Oh, it teleports you back if you hold 1, it looks like? You really can't build on the leaves and stuff? Huh? Like the tiny little leaves are blocking my house? How are you supposed to build it then? There's so many of them. Maybe, like, right here if I can get the rocks out of there? I was not expecting it to be this difficult to build the very first basic building that you need to actually start runs. Alright, let's teleport over there and hopefully that's enough room. I seriously can't build a house because of these tiny little shrubs on the ground. Really? I'm like spam clicking everywhere to see if it'll just go down and then it's not working. I guess I'm gonna go for the huge boulders over there since there can't be any leaves under those, right? There's gotta be a way to clear the plants out, right? Okay, I knew I had to be missing something. My B, yo. Can't build any more of that object. Eager for more blueprints? I'll gladly sell them to you, but I do require a shop first. I'll tell you what, if you can somehow raise this colony's enrichment level, I'll let you pick where to build my shop. Until you can do that, go check out the house I built for you, yes? Flower coins are used to purchase characters, blueprints, arenas, colony upgrades, and much more. To gain flower coins, choose an arena. Depends on your combat performance. The main ways to unlock more skills and blueprints are through playing in arenas and progressing your colony. However, you will only receive new unlockables after completing a run in an arena. So we've got multiple arenas now, it looks like, but you have to unlock them, so I can't even do that yet. And I still only have the base dude, so can't check out anything new. Collect 100 flower coins, so I guess if you're really strong you can go greedy with that, but let's grab the new skill here. I'm wondering if I can destroy that tree maybe. It doesn't really seem like it's taking damage. Dash out of there. So you can get a tiny amount of flower coins from some destructibles, but it doesn't seem like the big trees are destroyable. Got a little elite there following me. Venom Spit base damage. The stick would probably be pretty good on that guy with the up to 100% AoE radius. A small bee attacks the nearby enemy, sure. Protective Leaf, Vine sprouts out on the ground and makes a long vertical whip attack. Let's try that. I've been more of a fan of the Survivors games that have like these huge arenas where you have a lot of area to explore. Let's take the extra B and see how that does, instead of the tiny arenas like this. Like Brotato was a good game, but it just never really resonated with me with such a small arena. I think I like stuff like Death Must Die more, where you've got that huge arena and stuff that you can constantly explore and look around for. Got some stationary flowers spawning now. Looks like they've got a decent bit of range on their attack as well. Kind of just slapped me as I got close to him there. Base damage up by 20 on the Thorn Whip. My special ability seems to be charging very slowly on this round as well. I guess they just gave you a boost on the tutorial level for it. Bees, Thorn Whip. How about yes the bees this time? It's a bit hard to see when enemies are behind the trees as well, which is an issue with a lot of new Survivors games. If you could add an outline to them somehow. Not sure if there was an option for that. Doesn't seem like it. But when they're hidden behind objects, it's pretty nice to have. Protective Leaf. Let's just go all in on the bees. It would be cool if there was like an item or something that would let you spawn the trees more often, like in Brotato, so you can try to farm more like magnets and health pickups and stuff. Stick Foo, Venom Spit, but I get all of these it looks like. The stick does seem to be my best AoE so far, since the others just seem to target one enemy with a projectile. Get our tree over here. Got bee damage, pass through one more enemy. I could probably use some AoE, so I think I'll take that one here. You also seem to take damage right as you come out of the level up screen pretty often. A lot of games will have like a minor knockback or a brief invulnerability phase right after that to get around that. I think the thing I'm most interested to find out is what the different buildings you can get in the colony will do, though. Like all the alternate sources of meta progression you can do in the game. Should probably be trying to hit that elite dude some when I can. Looks like there might be iframes on the dash, which is nice. explosive seed behind you, 1 additional projectile and cooldown, and it already has piercing, so that seems like the take here. A lot of enemies now. And they're spawning pretty close to me as well. See if I can get to the tree down here. Maybe get a bit of healing. It's getting really hard to avoid stuff, so I don't know if I can go that much longer here. Hopefully you don't lose the flower coins at least, since that's the whole meta thing. Protective leaf, damage, base damage on the stick. That seems like most of my AoE probably. So maybe I can get some AoE radius at higher levels or something on it. I do almost have my super skill, but it's kind of taken a while just to get one use out of it here. Need to focus on getting the trees here. They seem to mostly just be dropping 1 flower coin. Having a small amount of base regen would probably be nice. Base damage up by 10. I'm gonna go ahead and use this to get some AoE going. Get that elite down and clear up the packs here. Base damage on the Venom Spit. Cooldown, dash, horizontal splash behind the character. Okay, that sounds good. Could still use some more AoE on it, but that doubles the effectiveness a bit if there's enemies behind me as well. Alright, I'm gonna try and get out of there. My Q is glowing, but I can't seem to do anything with it. And I'm kind of just getting whittled down now. Yeah, I can't use my Q at all. It just seems to be slightly bugs with the graphic. Well, doesn't seem like I can go much further now. Kind of just slowly got whittled down with not very much healing available. Got some new blueprints, new skill. Doesn't seem like there's any info on the damage for each of these yet. Back to colony, see what else we can build now. I could unlock a new character. Projectile speed doesn't sound that useful. And I might need some of it to build stuff anyways. New blueprints, take a look to see what you can build. Your stats will increase with your colony's enrichment level. Space in your colony, a limit to how much can be built. Flower coins to upgrade your capacity. Plus 5% XP, I suppose the main thing is the colony level for that. Enrichment. Colony to make it look nice. Does it cost anything? Didn't I destroy those rocks? guess I'll clear out some area over here since there's some decent room once I get rid of all the plants. I can't build it here. There's gotta be enough room in that huge area. So that just teleports you to the house to quick start a run, I guess. So 5% XP, enrichment improves your global stats. I'm not sure if you can see any info on it. Okay, so you can see the stats here. I have 0 HP region. I'll see if I can get my enrichment up a level and see if that improves any. Wow, that is a small increase. In order to get that up a single level, I would have to clear out so much here and plant so many trees. Like, it legit takes like 5 to 10 of those to get a single bar there? Jesus. Yeah, I haven't gotten any enrichment levels yet. I'm just gonna go into another run. So it seems like I don't need the flower coins to build stuff. Can I, like, go back to the character selection? Guess not. I don't think I need to do a new stage when I can't even beat this one yet. Can I go back to the character selection here? Might just buy a new character and then try them out then. Doesn't sound that good, but oh well. Back into the dark forest. And we've got a rocket this time. Looks like it bounces after hitting an enemy. Okay, that seems quite a bit better as a starting weapon at least. I don't know how useful projectile speed as a level up bonus will be. The passive skills that you can get seem to be pretty limited. I think I've only seen damage reduction so far. A large damageless blast repelling enemies. Oh, leaf barriers should be good with projectile speed actually. Since it'll orbit faster and potentially hit more often. Ricochet off one additional object and lower cooldown. Sounds pretty good. Dash cooldown, small B. Dashing, unleash a blast. Let me get some dash cooldown. Since last time I kind of just got slowly whittled down with not very much I could do there. Having lower dash cooldown might help a bit. And I kind of want to pump the rocket and the leaf if possible. Pinnacle Whip, dash cooldown, 1 extra projectile and base damage on top of that. Okay, this character actually does seem to be better than I expected. Having a bouncing chaining skill that can get extra projectiles so early seems pretty good. Projectile speed doesn't sound that useful at first glance, but it does have some decent synergies with like the orbiting leap and stuff. Just need to get more levels for the leaf. Dash cooldown slash ricochet off 1 additional object sounds good. Looks like it's bouncing off the tree as well, even though it doesn't damage those. Dash cooldown, 1 projectile. Let's grab the leaf bonus. One additional projectile and cooldown on top of that. Rocket should be strong now. Grab the magnet. Vine Whip. Base damage up by 10 and they last longer sounds very good for this character. If I can get those leaves to just be up almost constantly, that would be a huge boost. The rocket seems like a much easier to use starting weapon, although the AoE might not be as good in some situations, since it has an AoE cap on the ricochets, whereas the stick just hits everything in front of you. But it feels easier to start with it. Small B, let's try out the seed bomb, I haven't seen that yet. Ricochet off 1 more object. 1 additional projectile and base damage. Okay, so there is a movement speed passive. I was curious about that earlier. Since enemies are almost as fast as me, I can barely move at some points. But 1 extra projectile and damage on top of that is probably too good to pass up here. Could really use some base regen though. It's also a bit hard to see where the default mouse cursor is, so they should add a custom cursor to the game. I'm actually pretty good at keeping track of it, but with that tiny little thing and all those enemies near it, it's pretty hard to see. There's a small arrow near your character as well, which kind of helps with that. An acorn crushes a random enemy, and it's an uncommon active skill as well. Okay, let's try that. It's actually pretty challenging now. So many enemies I can barely move at some points. Maybe I should have taken some movement speed. Base speed up by 10% on the leaf. Base damage up by 5 and cooldown reduction. Probably need to take that since that's my main skill so far. Almost have my first use of the active skill. Man, I accidentally walked into one guy and lost like half of my HP. Oops. Well, I guess let's see what that does. I guess it's a tiny AoE around me. Ricochet off 1 more, probably do need to take that. Yeah, there's just so much stuff right now. Jeez. And they spawn so close it feels like I basically can't even move at some points. Speed. I think I need that. It is really hard to avoid stuff right now. I did want to get levels on the leaf, but kind of need the survivability right now. Acorn base damage, even more speed, and dash cooldown, not bad. Yeah, I'm just getting kind of slowly worn down. Small B, 1 proj. Let's go with the acorn level. This is actually really hard at this point. It's a little bit hard to see enemies at some points, and there's so many of them around me. Small B, base area, take the acorn level. I think I'm gonna die soon. Movement speed is helping a lot, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough here. It is really hard to avoid everything. And I just don't have any healing. Yeah, I just can't avoid everything there. There's so many enemies, I have no healing. Can't move quite fast enough to avoid everything there. Character did seem quite a bit stronger as I scaled up there. Decent amount of coins. Got some new blueprints. See what else we can build now. %100% area could be pretty good. +3 projectile sounds pretty strong as well. But the character was actually better than I expected. Oops. 5% damage, 5% speed. Permanent stat boost, temporary stat boost. So that probably unlocks some sort of extra meta progression based stuff then. Probably need to clear out a bunch of area to see what I can do with those. It's not really what I expected when they said colony building, though. You're basically just getting meta progression so far, it seems like. You're not really micromanaging your dudes in a colony or anything. Okay, that one actually gave a bit over 100 coins, it looks like. So you should destroy the pink boulders wherever you see them. Get a bit more up here just in case. Hopefully that's enough. You probably want like a line around the outside for an easy place to put trees at. See, is there anything else? Enrichment, enrichment. So I guess they're just different variations. Okay, that one's easy to fit in then with one square. Enrichment. So that's all I can build for now. Cinnamona. Hi, how about a liquid boost to turn things up a notch? So you've got temporary bonuses here. I'm not sure why I would want a temporary 1% though. looks like that's all that's in there. And this is supposed to be the permanent bonuses. Sup, small one, looking to get swole? I can't see what they do. You can't like hover over them and see the stat increase. You just have to look up there. So you can get a bit of base region, which would have been extremely helpful. I guess that must be movement or dash. That looks like movement, so that's probably something to do with dash? Or maybe that's for the super attack, actually. Like you can't really... Oh, there you go, yeah, ultimate charge. Speed, attack, projectile speed, cooldown, pickup, experience, knockback, area, armor, projectiles, luck, flower coins. So projectiles would be very strong. And I could get a level there. Having an upgrade that purely increases your meta progression usually feels pretty bad, because then you have to waste a bunch on that just to actually get the full meta gain. But if I were going to play more, I'd probably get like projectiles, some HP regen. Can I increase that? Recovery. I'd probably put some more levels into that. Movement speed would be pretty good. What else? 1831. Percentage base, so that's probably not that important. Cooldown is percentage as well. Armor is percentage. I can't even tell what luck even does. It's probably the rarity of your upgrades, I would think. Possibly more droppables from the trees as well, but not sure on that. What is the butterfly wing? Oh, it's up here, so it doesn't really correspond with the list positioning either. Probably grab like some health and damage. What is that? Projectile speed. Probably some more movement speed. And I guess... So that would be a pretty good boost to the next run. I actually have some base regen now and +1 projectile to every weapon on top of that. I just don't really see why you would pay that much for a temporary 1%. And it doesn't seem like you can level up the building either. It seems a bit strange. I don't know, maybe they're permanent? But it said they were temporary when you're building the thing. Can't see it again there. It won't let me click on it there. So yeah, that's Cast Out Colony. It's pretty cool. Not quite what I was expecting when they said a colony builder. It's basically just a base building thing for your alternate meta progression systems. I think it has potential, but I'm not quite sure about it currently. But it does seem like it could be cool as they update it. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.